Hi everyone. What are you doing in here?
Oh, are we live?
Yeah.
I'm making frosting.
Frosted for cookies?
For cookies.
Great. Love that.
I don't really milk them.
Was it bad?
It was Best by the 22nd, and I'm not sure what milk is supposed to smell like.
Oh, does it smell bad?
Well, I don't like milk anyway. So
Did you already throw it away?
No. So I left it so you can smell it and tell me.
Okay, guys, I have to figure out if this milk is bad or not. Because it expired how long ago? The 22nd? What's today? The 29th?
Yeah.
Let's see. To be honest, I can't really smell anything.
I don't know what milk is supposed to smell like.
It smells a little more sour than normal.
Because I don't like milk.
I can't really smell anything.
I've smelled it.
Will you pour me like a little bit so I can taste it?
Gross.
No, Peyton, I won't chug it.
Do you remember that time that you gave me gross, slimy chocolate milk?
I did. Have we told you guys that story?
Oh, that was like right before we started dating.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
So, we made cookies today because I actually got Liesel it was supposed to be an anniversary present because our anniversary is coming up in a couple weeks. But then she said that she wanted sugar cookies, and I was like, I can't wait.
You wanted sugar cookies.
Oh, I did?
And I said, we have sugar cookie mix.
Oh.
And then you said that you got a present for me.
And so I couldn't wait because giving Liesel presents is like my thing. So I bought her train cookie cutters.
They're the cutest.
So we made train cookies. I don't know how to. Oh yeah, it's right here. So we made train cookies and some other cookies, but mostly train cookies. It's fine. So that's our story, and we're sticking to it. She's making frosting for those, but we all know why you're really here, right? We know what you really came for because you saw the title of this video, and you saw that thumbnail, and you came for these little precious wee babes. Oh, look at them. Hello. Okay, we're gonna play a game. Who's who? Do you want me to zoom in on their faces? Is that how you guys tell? Who's who? Okay, baby number 1. Who is it? Guess who it is? Baby number 1. Okay, baby number 2. Oh, she's awake. Hello. Hello. Oh, hey, let's turn your little head, shall we? Hey, hey. Hello. How you doing? Okay, who's purple baby and who's pink baby? All right, I'll just tell you. Baby number 1 was Ella. Baby number 2 was Dallas. Hi, Dallas. Hello. Are you awake? Hello. This one's zonked out. Remember, everyone, that red little birthmark right in between her eyes right there. That's how you can tell. It's kind of heart-shaped. It's pretty cute. And then this one's just loving life in her little vibrating chair. Ooh, yeah, feels good. So they're doing really well, and things are progressing. So let's show you their little setup here. So these are their huge oxygen tanks. They're only on 1/32 of a liter, so it's not a lot. And then those are their little monitor things, measures their heart rates and oxygen percentages. The other day, they accidentally pulled out Ella did, pulled out her oxygen tube accidentally. And she was out of it for like 5 minutes. She was perfect. She was like in the 90s that entire 5 minutes. Aside from what did they say? She failed her room air test the first time in like the first 15 minutes.
It was like 10.
Yeah, so she was doing pretty well. What is in that?
I made it purple because
Oh.
it was boring.
There you go. Frosting for the cookies. Whoa. Sorry, I thought that was on me. It was our cupboards. Any update about the babies, honey?
It looks great, huh?
A little bit.
I don't think so. If they watch the doctor's appointment video, that's kind of the only update we have.
Yeah, we don't really have a lot of updates besides they're doing well.
Oh, thanks. I haven't gotten ready not one bit today.
Yeah, we have not gotten ready. So, there's that. Anyway, we're just making cookies. I wore my Hollywood Tower Hotel t-shirt today, because yesterday was the grand opening of Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout, which, as you know, replaced the tower. And I have a lot of words and feelings about that, so it's fine. I actually am accepting the fact that it's Guardians of the Galaxy theme now a little bit more, because now that I've like seen online videos about it and how it goes, I mean, it's not the Tower of Terror, because we all know I loved the atmosphere of the Tower of Terror, but I mean, this plays 80s music, which I'm a fan of, and it has like a fun atmosphere, I guess, and the ride is the same and everything. Let's give you an update on my pink eye here. It's not as bad as it was. Like, you can tell, you can see that my eye is definitely not as pink. So that's good. I have been helping and holding the babies. I've just been really good at washing these bad boys. And yeah, that's about it.
Okay, sorry. Frosting's done. I'll come be part of this.
Okay. We'll wrap it up here shortly anyway. What else even is there to tell them?
I literally just sit at home all day.
Yeah, and I deliver mail all day.
So,
Oh.
sorry that we're not more exciting.
I mean, it's okay.
It's kind of hard just because the girls sleep so much. So
True.
I can't be like, here, look at these cute things they're doing, because they're just sleeping
True.
and eating. And
And when are you going to take their narwhal pictures, though? When they're off oxygen?
probably.
Oh, that's a good question, Caitlin. How's the sleeping habits with the girls?
So they usually will sleep during the day. Sometimes it varies between like 2 and 4 hours at a time. But usually at night, they get a good solid 3 or 4 hours at a time. And because I have no other children, when they eat at 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning, I don't have to stay up.
It's true.
I go back to bed for another 3 or 4 hours
That's
while they
true.
sleep.
This is how I've been feeling about all this, and we're actually going to do a video
For
on
my channel
Liesel's
tomorrow
channel
is going
for
to be,
tomorrow.
I'm going to start a segment called Parenting Perspective. And it's just going to be kind of our thoughts and opinions on things as we become parents.
Yeah.
And how we're coping with things and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So tomorrow you'll get the first segment of Parenting Perspective.
Double P, it's the best. But so you'll see more of my thoughts and feelings on that. But I've been feeling currently that they are like amazing.
They're super chill.
They're so chill.
They
All they do is
literally
like sleep. They
only
hardly cry.
at us when they're hungry.
Or we move them.
That's
Not even
it's
really
not really
move.
crying though. Like if you kind of jostle them, they kind of get like
They
fussy,
don't like to be naked.
but they don't like cry.
That's true. They haven't really cried
The
at
only
all.
time that I have been screamed at by my children is when they are hungry and I'm not going fast enough.
That's true. And so the fact that they're like I'll say it, they're easy. They are easy
and
right
thank
now.
goodness, because there's 2 of them.
Yeah. And this is part of my parent perspective that you'll hear more about tomorrow, is that they're easy right now, which is a blessing in and of itself. But I feel like they will get harder the older they get and the more children we have. So.
Well, I definitely feel that in any situation, your second pregnancy, because I already have 2 children, but like the next child that I have is going to be harder just because if these 2 are toddlers, they're going to get up and stay up, and so I can't go back to bed with the baby. You know what I mean?
Right.
So.
But parenting perspective is really great, and you'll hear more about it tomorrow.
Tomorrow
on
we're going
Liesel's
to talk
channel.
a lot about NICU.
The NICU.
How the NICU has changed.
Hello.
How the NICU has changed our perspective of what parenting would be like.
Yep. And I want to say so much right now, but I want you to go subscribe to Liesel's channel and hear all about it in her video tomorrow. So look out for that. We might film it tonight. We should probably, right?
Probably so I can edit in the morning.
Yeah. So look out for that. And then it would be great. So again, go subscribe to Liesel's channel and get in on our parenting perspective on her channel whenever we feel like doing that, because it's her thing. They are not formula fed.
So
they're
what
fortified.
So what we do is we have to fortify the milk. Right now we're doing every other feed, so it usually ends up being 3 or 4 times a day. We have to add a little bit of formula to my breast milk to give them extra calories to help them grow, since they were preemies.
Mm-hmm.
So they take half breast, half bottle, but it is all my milk.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not full formula. When they get formula, it's like a teaspoon
Mm-hmm.
of formula.
Really, the only issues we've had is that Ella sometimes either gets bad milk or she just isn't having
really
it.
Picky, because like we've been using stuff from the freezer that we have, and she sometimes will get really upset and not drink it. And then if I go put different milk in, she's okay. So like I don't know if the flavor is weird or if we have milk that, because it's supposed to last for 6 months.
Yeah.
But the stuff that we brought home from the hospital, we transferred from the bottles to the bags, and so it thawed in between. So that might be the problem. But the biggest problem is we can't remember which bags it is, because we were just going to get rid of it, but we can't remember which bags came from the hospital.
I guess we could try and figure out through the videos when we bagged it and then get rid of everything before then.
That's a good thought.
That's why we have these! But I don't know. You're taking them just from the top, right? Or you're pulling out from underneath?
I've taken
what's there?
from the side, which is definitely the older stuff.
Okay,
So
okay.
it might be, but I feel like the one she took today, well, no. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't
Sometimes
know.
she's good, sometimes she's not. So, you've heard frozen milk gets a metal taste.
Because the weird thing is, sometimes she will take the frozen milk and sometimes she won't.
It's like...
So it's not like every time I use the frozen milk, so I don't feel like it's something that is... all the milk tastes weird to her.
Yeah.
It seems to be just sometimes.
Yeah.
But
she's only really
Dallas
ever done
eats
it twice. Once for her the other day and then once for me today.
Well, she did it in the middle of the night that one time. She
Yeah.
did it today, and she did it the other day for my mom when we got back from the doctor.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So it's been 3 times, but...
Okay.
So I don't 100% know. We thought maybe because we were looking at the bottle tips and we were like, maybe the nipple's not giving her enough. So we tried that today to see if that... We whitened it a little with a pin to see if that would help. I don't know. We're just trying things.
We're just trying. That's what all this is about, right?
And really,
Trial
if
error.
she screams about the milk and doesn't
Trial
like
and
it,
error.
we dump it out and we get her something different just in case it is bad. Because I'm not going to force my child to drink bad milk. That's terrible.
True. When it was happening in the middle of the night the other night, she just like gave up and breastfed. She was like, "Fine, have a boob."
That was my solution because I didn't have time to thaw milk for her.
Yeah.
Because she was hungry right then. So I had a bottle for Dallas and I was holding Ella trying to like breastfeed her and bottle feed the other one. And
Yeah.
it was an adventure.
Well, let's go show you these wee babes for those of you who haven't seen them.
Oh, I see some eyeballs on
Yeah, they're awake.
A little bit. She's a little bit awake.
Hello, honey.
Say hi to the people. You have a
Hello.
fan club.
You do. You have fan clubs. Hooray! Oh, there's some crazy eyes. Her eyes do weird things.
They
Both
both
of their
do.
eyes do weird things.
It's because they can't control it.
They're just sleeping away. Look at those chubby cheeks. They've gotten so chubbier since they were born. Anita, we feed kind of when they're hungry. We're not on any sort of schedule with their feeding.
It
so.
varies anywhere between 2 and 4 hours, but I just do cue-based feedings.
Yep. And I know my mom was like, well, they told us to do every 3 hours when we were having kids, but they have never... The only schedule that they were on was in the NICU, but before that, when they were trying to get them to gain weight, that's when they were doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But when they were like steadily gaining weight, they were only doing cue-based feeds, so that's kind of what we've done.
And it kind of evens itself out because sometimes they only go 2 hours before they eat again.
Yeah.
And we have been told that they do their best developing when they're asleep. So I don't want to wake them up to feed them because we want to let them grow and develop the way that they need to kind of catch up because they're only in the 10th percentile right now as far as like size goes.
Yeah.
So.
Because technically their due date isn't for like another 2 weeks. So.
And yeah, so they haven't had any problems. We do watch for signs of dehydration because we know that can be a concern. Because a lot of the times people say, every 3 hours because you want to make sure that your babies are gaining weight. You want to make sure they're staying hydrated. So we know that they're gaining weight. That's part of why we fortify the milk. And we watch for signs of dehydration to make sure that they are getting enough that way.
Mm-hmm. Due date was June 10th.
So we haven't even hit due date yet.
Haven't hit due
date.
But
we've passed induction date.
Yes.
I was supposed to be induced last Wednesday.
True.
Last Wednesday?
Yeah, the 18th.
Oh, so like 2 Wednesdays ago.
Yeah.
So not the
someone asked if the doctor said anything about like a retina something because they're on oxygen for their eyes. I don't know. Whoever asked that question, ask it again.
No.
Oh, that's a thing. I forget. That one. Chelsea's.
Did their doctor say anything about them having to go see a retina specialist since they're on oxygen? So we've been hearing a lot people saying things about are they going to have issues with their eyes because they're on oxygen. And what I think that comes from, I was talking to my dad about this, is that a long time ago, before they had the nasal cannulas, when babies needed to be on oxygen, they would just blow it in their faces. So they were constantly having oxygen blown in their faces, which could cause sight issues and blindness in babies. But then they switched to the cannulas to prevent that. So I don't think that that's an issue anymore. Nobody has said anything to us about needing to have an eye specialist or an eye doctor because of oxygen. I think it's something that's still just floating around because it used to be with that blow by air that it caused a lot of sight problems.
Yeah. So the answer to that question is no. No one's told us anything about eyes or anything.
And my doctor looked at their eyes, but babies aren't really supposed to be. Well, we were also wondering about this last night is because they were preemies, like if they were still in the, newborns can only see a certain distance or whatever, and we're not sure what the adjusted development for their eyes would be since they were 2 months early. Yeah. So at this point, they may not even be able to really, the way that a normal full-term 1 month baby would be able to see. I don't know if they are that same way.
Right.
So that's something we can ask my doctor, but.
Right. Because we couldn't even tell their eye color for a long time. When they were in the NICU, we had no idea. Their eyes just looked like black.
They were just so dark.
But now they're starting to turn more blue.
Yeah,
so
I think they'll be blue
we can see more blue. Woohoo! But that's pretty much it. So follow up. Go subscribe to Liesel's channel because we're doing a parent perspective video on her channel tomorrow, which will tell you all the nitty gritty and all the dirty deeds.
I'm going to answer this question really fast.
Okay.
I don't find it difficult to feed them with oxygen. That could just be, though, because they've always been on oxygen, and I've always had to feed them on oxygen.
That's all she's known. That's true.
But I don't feel like it gets in the way.
No.
So.
Yeah, that was a
anyway,
good question.
sorry, continue.
No, that was pretty much it. Go subscribe to Liesel's channel because we're doing parent perspective tomorrow. Before we go, let me show you one more time. These little princesses, or twincesses as we like to say.
We call them the twincesses.
The twincesses. Hello, because you're technically named after two princesses.
You are.
Twincesses. Hi. Okay, guys. Thanks for joining us today for our live baby update. Everyone loves babies, right? Here they are, just sleeping away. Thanks again for subscribing to our channel. We appreciate you joining us on this crazy adventure. So as always, have courage.
And be kind.
We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.